Phil and Liz,
Yeah.
how much at this time of year should you tip your hairdresser? They've done such a good job.
I give them a bottle of wine.
What?
I do. I bring in wine.
Liquoring up everyone.
I know. I think bottles of wine make really pretty gifts. If they drink wine. If they don't drink wine, I won't get them wine.
Just a second. You have to be a little more specific. If you're going to give your hairdresser a bottle of wine, what kind of bottle of wine are we talking? Are we talking the plonk that's 12
No,
bucks a
I get
bottle?
I get like the thing I love.
Which is what?
Yeah, any number of
$25 bottle of wine?
Yeah, exactly. A $25
Nice.
bottle. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
'Cause
And I
it's
wrap it up and I might also give some homemade cookies. I like to do personal things more than money.
Man. So if your hairdresser is on a diet and you show up with a bottle of wine and cookies, are they going to love you long time? Or are they
Nobody's
gonna go,
on a diet at Christmas, Mark.
Really?
Yeah.
Nobody?
Nobody.
All right. So you and Phil, how would you tip your hairdresser?
I only
Phil?
see her like twice a year. So what
that's
happens is
different.
I give her a whopping tip while I'm there. Like usually it's
What's
like
a whopping
35%. Because she's a friend of my mother's. I'm like, they have nice chats
So
together. They do that. And,
so when was the last time? When was the last time you used her services?
About a month ago.
So a month ago, did you give her her Christmas tip included? Say, oh, by the way, I'm not going to see you at Christmas time. This is for you.
I tip her for the good service, so 35%.
35%.
Not bad.
Thir-
For 10 minutes
30.
work.
Here's a better question. Here's a better question. When
Yeah.
you go to the owner of the place where you're getting your hair done,
Yes.
do you tip them?
No. The owner usually does the worst job. The owner is usually the least proficient at cutting hair. The owner is going to go, you cut, you cut, you cut. The reason they're owners is because they failed as hair cutters in a lot of cases. And I'll give you a great example, and I'll even tell you the guy's name. His name was Bruno, and he owned a salon right across the street from where I used to live years ago when I first started in television. Bruno's Hair Salon. So I would go in there, I would get my hair colored, of course, because I was going prematurely gray when I was in my 20s. So I would get my hair colored there. Well, and I always went to my buddy Sam. He did a great job. We had a nice chat. He was a good guy, knew all about his kids. And one day Sam was sick, and I needed to get my hair done. And Bruno, the owner, said, well, I'll do it for you, Mark. And I'm thinking, the guy owns the salon. How bad could he be? Oh my God. The color of my hair was sort of a shade. It was like a purple shade. Like it was like, and so now he's done, and I'm like, ugh. And I said, I got to be on the air in a few hours. And I said, this is no good. It's not going to work. And I was panicking. I said, you got to do it again. So a complete new coloring, right? The bleach, the whatever, the under the thing, the da-da-da-da. And it was worse. It was worse because now it was like two-toned. It was like magenta and jet black. Okay? And now that he's done it, and now I don't have any time for it to be done again. I'm like, oh my God. So now I say to him, look, you're going to have to cut off a lot of the hair. And my hair was pretty long. This was in the 80s. So my hair was like, not long, but it was like curly and that 80s mullet look.
Yeah.
And now I'm afraid of the color of the hair. So now I say to him, like, you're going to have to cut a lot of it off. And that was my second mistake, you see, because he was not a really good hair cutter. He wasn't experienced. He hadn't done it in a while. And I think he kept making mistakes along the way and then trying to cover it up by cutting off more hair and more hair and more hair. And I have a picture somewhere that I will never reveal to anyone. It was the worst combination of cut and color you've ever seen in your life. And then he says, well, that's $115.
What?
$115 for this mess. To which I said to him, you're getting nothing. You get nothing from me. He goes, well, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to call the police. And so I said, this is the worst ever. I had to wear a hat. I wore a toque. Okay, I was reporting that night, so I wasn't on the desk. I wore a toque. It was horrible. And then I went home and I got Just for Men or whatever, some kind of a, over-the-counter stuff, and then like redid it in a chestnut brown or something. It was brutal. So thank